Hello everyone, I'm really excited today. I'm going to try and do my best version so far of a good quality unboxing slash review of an instrument that arrived. I'm going to give you some backstory. I even have some notes written down because I don't want to miss a thing, and I'll probably divide this up into a couple of episodes. The first episode being a little bit of the reason behind this purchase. Hopefully it will inspire you, if you are in the market for this instrument, to at least consider it and to explore your options, because that is also very important, and to have information, because information is most certainly power. And whenever you're spending hard-earned money on something that you hope to get many years out of, you want to make sure that you are comfortable. And this is going to be a review where hopefully I will be satisfied and happy and thrilled by the end of this. So just come along with me on this journey, and again, I'm going to try and make it as best of a review as I possibly can. So the first thing is my backstory. Many of you know me as a double reed player or just a woodwind doubler, and that's most certainly true, and lately I've been playing a lot of clarinet, the whole family, a lot of recorder, and a lot of oboe and English horn. Occasionally I'll gig on sax, or if I'm composing something. And then flute, I write a lot more for flute than I play the flute. But there's one instrument that I've owned previously, but it was not anything that I could perform on. And as time progressed, and things such as the Plattsburgh Clarinet Choir, which of course I wanted to represent in this video now that I'm giving something away. Once this really started taking off, the necessity for this instrument became very apparent, and I had to make a decision. So my needs for this instrument were reliability, the possibility of not playing it frequently depending on my schedule, and not having to worry about wood cracking. I already have enough, my oboes, my recorders, my Chalumeau, Baroque oboe d'Amour, like that's enough to worry about. So I wanted a synthetic instrument, and they most certainly have come a long way in general in both quality and consistency. I needed to have the full system of key work to accommodate both the repertoire that I will be playing, but also what I'll be composing and recording. So this instrument is also really important to me as a composer. Though I've written lots of music for it, there is a bit of a barrier for me personally if I can't at least get my hands on the instrument or someone who can play it. This is an instrument that I can play, so I would rather at least be able to play through the parts that I'm writing myself. I'm looking at my notes. So, long story short, I went to Clarinet Day at Montclair State University, and at Clarinet Day, I just went. I had never been to one of these events for anything, and I was obviously just like overwhelmed with all the instruments and the vendors. And of course there were some bass clarinets on display, and Ear Spasm Music was there, Michael Lowenstern, so shout out to him. It was a pleasure to meet him and have some discussions. And I went because I was very curious about the Backun Alpha bass clarinet. I had played a variety of, obviously, my friends' wooden bass clarinets, those gorgeous professional model bass clarinets, and they are amazing. And at Clarinet Day at Montclair, I played both the Backun Alpha and the Backun Q. And of course the Q being wood and at a higher price point because of that, and being more, in line with the professional wooden bass clarinets made by, Selmer and Buffet, so on and so forth. I played both, the Q being beautiful, of course, it was a pleasure to experience that. But then I picked up the Alpha, and knowing a little bit about it, because this was basically a year ago this time, I think it was late February, I had my Yamaha mouthpiece. I don't have fancy things for these instruments. I think I was playing on maybe a 2.5 wooden reed, and I brought a Legere, and the instrument and I connected immediately. I really felt comfortable with the instrument, ergonomically speaking, and just as a first impression, it kind of sang. A few months goes by, and I, had our clarinet choir concert in August, and then we just did Clarinet Nouveau Jersey at my church in Paramus. But back in July, August, I said, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to buy the instrument. The big reveal, I bought a Backun Alpha bass clarinet. The box is not opened. I have not looked at it yet. Here's the next section. I am going to do the unboxing. All right. Okay, so first impressions, let's see. We have a beautiful gig bag. Of course, it's soft on the outside, fabric, but we're going to do a review of this before we even open it. All right, here we go. So just a quick little side video of the case. I literally just took it out of the box. I'm very happy with this bag. I've only seen it in videos. The quality is lovely, the strap. There's plenty of storage. There's this pocket, that pocket. It has the kind of the little rubber support bumps on the bottom for when it's in that upright position. It also is a backpack, which I absolutely love. I think the quality of the bag itself is excellent, absolutely phenomenal. So we're going to open these pockets first and see what's in there. So now we're going to get into what's in these pockets here. If you order, especially through Earspasm Music, let's see what we have in our pocket. Okay. Oh, we have a shoulder strap, which is another great thing to have. Excellent. We have the Backun kind of little care kit that they provide. It comes with a Leger reed, very nice. Cork grease, which we're going to heavily apply, and I believe one is a polishing cloth, the other one should be a swab. But we can also read what's on it, maybe. Yeah, okay, good, excellent. So that's very nice. It has all of the Backun logos on it. I'm curious as to what size the reed is, but we'll do that later. Okay, don't mind my squeaky chair. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's see if there's anything in the top compartment. Nothing in the top compartment, but that's perfect for probably, I would keep maybe some reed packs in there, and then the bottom level would have larger items in it. It could also hold music, but at this point I use the iPad most of the time, so the iPad could fit in there as well. Now we're going to open the case. I'm gonna open it, and then I'll bring the phone over to show you what this first view is like. We don't know what this is gonna look like. Oh yeah. Wow. This is very exciting. It's crazy to think about, but it's very exciting. All right, let's show you what we've got going on here. We have our brand spanking new, shiny, gorgeous, you can see me in the bell, hello, Backun Alpha bass clarinet. It smells new, it looks new, and that's because it is new. It looks absolutely gorgeous. There's a lot that I will be talking about. I'm just going to remove those little gel packets. We have our peg. Of course, we have the full body of the instrument. We also have a mouthpiece, which I'm excited to try. A Backun mouthpiece. I've only been playing on my little Yamaha mouthpiece. I know many of my bass clarinet friends are probably yelling at the screen, but it looks absolutely gorgeous, and I apologize if the camera quality, but look at this. A lot of people talked about these ring designs in the keys. I love it. I think it's kind of nice from a sensory perspective. They're so shiny, the keys, that I'm getting such a glare. But yeah, everything looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, so putting the instrument together took a long time. I was very nervous, and I forgot, to be honest, the few times that I've put together a low C bass clarinet. It's a pain in the... Okay, I'm just gonna say it, compared to other instruments to put together in general. And I was watching a few videos on YouTube. I finally got it together, and of course the cork is a little... tense. I applied so much cork grease, I can't even explain it. But the instrument is together. I pray to God that I didn't do anything stupid. I don't think I did. And then I went to put my Yamaha mouthpiece on, which had no problem going on the Backun Alpha I played, but that mouthpiece has been sitting for a year. Trying to figure out what does what. So I think this reed is definitely too easy, which to me is a good thing. The instrument wants something a bit more substantial. Now, the one thing I will say that I'm obviously extraordinarily happy with is the fact that it's so free-blowing already. Just, it's been a year since I played one of these. This one is brand new. It just plays. It's easy to play. The keywork feels beautiful. Very just... I don't know if you can hear that, but nice and even. So, besides the few mistakes with my chromatic scale in the lower register, which I'll get used to, it seems pretty even. I know a lot of people say this is a brighter sounding instrument, and I don't disagree, but I feel that I'll find the timbre I enjoy with a specific mouthpiece and the reed setup. Okay, so that has a bit more power. Now it's a little too resistant. It would have to be broken in, but it warmed it up quite a bit. That's something I am impressed with. Obviously, contralto, contrabass, it never wants to play up the octave, but to play a high C. At what I would describe as pianissimo, I can't believe that that's happening with the new reed. I've never really played the instrument. So there are things about this instrument that are displaying its strength already. Now the articulated C sharp and / G sharp key, I know you could obviously unscrew this for it to not function that way and be more like a traditional bass clarinet, but I was just trying to play some Bach before, and just being able to I think that would be very useful. I'll play around with that as well and see. But I'm very, very impressed so far with all of this. So that's really, really exciting. I hope that this review, it's a little bit of a mess. I'll try and clean it up before I post anything, but I'm hoping that some of this information was helpful to you. I am overall, I would say, very happy, very excited. Given the price of this instrument compared to even other composite or resin, plastic, whatever you want to call it, synthetic materials, I'm very happy with this. Time will tell, of course, just like a car or any other purchase. Things happen, and I think that's something that's understandable, especially with an instrument that, just maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago didn't exist. What I appreciate about Backun, and the reason why I made this purchase too, is that I think instruments need to be worked on, and that we shouldn't accept, instruments the way they are. Especially as a double reed player, I'd like to see things with bassoon and with even oboe and English horn happen. Developments, improvements, and I think Backun is definitely saying, listen, an instrument like the bass clarinet, which has most certainly become more of a soloistic, virtuosic instrument rather than simply an orchestral instrument, should have an articulated C sharp, should have all these hookups for different mics and stuff, which I don't know much about. Should be available to people who don't have the money, or woodwind doublers or composers, should have a low C bass clarinet that is of a high quality, a performance-able instrument, but at a cost that's more attainable to various populations of people for different reasons. And so far, I'm very, very happy. I'm going to get to know the instrument. I've been honking and playing the wrong keys here. I've never had so many pinky keys. It's very exciting to me. Low D more than even a low C, because a lot of the bass clarinet music I write is in the key of D minor as opposed to C minor for this instrument. And I just enjoy that note quite a bit. So a lot of my upcoming music, I have a bass clarinet sonata that I wrote many years ago that I'm going to work on a little bit, improve it before it's published on DS Music. So please visit dsmusics.com. That's music with a K. dsmusiks.com. We have some of my low clarinet music on there, but our catalog will be expanding quite a bit rapidly. And we thank you, Matt and I thank you for the support and the love. And I want to thank again Mr. Michael Lowenstern from Earspasm Music. Meeting him at Montclair Clarinet Day was kind of the reason I bought this instrument, and I appreciate his professionalism and his communication throughout this process. 8 months about for this instrument, and it was well worth the wait. And I'm just excited to have this instrument and to perform and compose for it. And if you have anything you want me to say or anything you want me to post after this review, I would be glad to do so. And leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Your interpretation of this review will help me for future reviews, because I'm not very confident in doing reviews. So thank you very much for watching, and if there's anything else you need, just feel free to let me know in the comments. So quick update, it's the next day after the unboxing, and I think I just needed some time to rest. It was a very long day yesterday, and I also was able to fit my Yamaha mouthpiece. It just needed another attempt with more cork grease, and now I feel like things are sounding and playing a bit more the way I want them to. So I'm just going to play some scales and just play through the instrument, and hopefully this will help clarify anything that I wasn't terribly helpful with yesterday.